What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. With this one, we're going to be talking about something that may interest a lot of people here with this, more specifically those who absolutely love the idea of the Modern Warfare remaster in the past year or so. That was something that really kind of took some people by surprise. It actually was not the most requested game to be remastered and bundled up with something, but we're going to be talking about the one that was, and well, could it be happening in the next year or maybe two? That's something we'll be discussing here with this. We're going to be talking about the possibility of a Modern Warfare 2 remaster either in 2017 or 2018. So that said, if you guys do enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. And of course, as with all discussion videos, I would love to hear your thoughts down there. Would you guys like to see a Modern Warfare 2 remaster? That's the initial question. Take it and run with it, but we're going to be discussing why I think that it might happen, maybe not this year, but possibly the next, and how so it could work. So to put this into perspective, the community did not actually immediately want a Modern Warfare remaster. Obviously, yes, it is something that a lot of people enjoy and a lot of people do love for what it is, but believe it or not, it was not the most relevant game in terms of the minds of what people wanted to see projected as a remaster within the Call of Duty franchise. This is something that has gone back years now since the release of Xbox One and PlayStation 4, the current generation consoles, the then at the time next generation consoles. One of the biggest ones and the one leading the forefront race here for this was Modern Warfare 2. That was something that immediately after this happened, there was a huge petition that went out on change.org, and at the moment when it was closed, it ended up with 221,983 supporters. Now, that might not seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but you have to remember this is never anything that was publicized in major media or officially confirmed or anything like that, tweeted out by Call of Duty or anything. It was slightly on the underground. Some media outlets, I do remember, covered this a little bit, but it wasn't anything that was massively influenced by major media outlets in the gaming community, at least not to my recollection. I could be wrong. There is always that possibility where I'm not remembering correctly, but regardless, that is still a ton of supporters here for this cause of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Now, obviously, we do know how things worked out. We know how Modern Warfare Remastered came to be a thing, where it's now bundled with Infinite Warfare, and if you look at it statistically, this is by and large one of the best years for the collector's editions of games, because, well, you get two for the price of 1.5, maybe 1.33, depending on how you want to break down the price comparisons, but regardless, Modern Warfare Remastered was bundled with Infinite Warfare this year. It was a brilliant marketing strategy and definitely something that a lot of people will enjoy, and the idea is still now there that we may get a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered and potentially a Modern Warfare 3 Remastered, since none of them have been backwards compatible for the Xbox One games. Previously, we have Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty Finest Hour, and I believe World at War are the 4 games that are backwards compatible from the Call of Duty franchise on Xbox One. My personal theory and hypothesis with this is the fact that this is going to be something that these are specifically saved for a reason. They're not given out for free because they're going to be resold as remastered versions of the game, and so therefore you wouldn't want to take out a chunk of that player count from one specific console family when you could have it all, once again, rebuilt with a remaster. So that's my personal thinking on why, but when could we see a Modern Warfare 2 remaster happen? My thinking is that it could go one of two different ways. One being that this was already planned out for something like this to happen a couple of years back. If you guys don't know how it worked out, Raven started working on Modern Warfare Remastered in the middle to early portions of last year, 2015. So they essentially had about a year and a half, 18 months to work on a remaster, but as a remaster happens, and a lot of people may think, the base game's there already, so there's not too much work, right? Well, that's actually wrong. Raven did a ton of work to make sure that everything was as graphically sound, as amazing as it could be, and they redid a lot of things here with this. A lot of design elements have been changed, but to make them better and more original, more lifelike to what they were previously, and even a lot of the mocapping situations in the campaign were changed up and redone a little bit so that they were more lifelike and the characters interacted with their environments even more. So 18 months is not necessarily a lot of time. So once again, it comes down to one of two different ways that this could go. Obviously, remasters are a huge hit and definitely something that can carry the brand and sales a little bit further in upcoming years. So if choice A was that this was already planned out, well then we potentially could see Modern Warfare 2 Remastered next year with 2017's reveal and Call of Duty released then. But that's something that would have to have been planned, and Raven would have had to have already been working on this unless they put it over over to a different developer. That said, the other way that they could initially go is the fact that this is going to be a gap year where Raven starts to work on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and then it's released for 2018's Call of Duty. So it's something that really depends on, firstly, how that goes, that first initial branch. Admittedly, there are a lot of variables to think about here with this, one of those also being the fact that Sledgehammer Games has a chance to really turn the tide on Call of Duty, or potentially push it even in a further darker direction, according to what the community would think here with this. Sledgehammer is this pivotal year now where their next Call of Duty pretty much makes or breaks what the community thinks of Call of Duty as a whole overall now, and the future of the game and what it holds then. There's the possibility of Advanced Warfare 2 with exo movement, thruster movement, and all this verticality here with it, which for a lot of people is not what they want to see, but there also is that chance that Sledgehammer will pick up a Call of Duty game they were already working on before Modern Warfare 3, that being Call of Duty Vietnam, where it would be a game set in Vietnam and boots on the ground with traditional weaponry, technology, and of course just the atmosphere of Vietnam, and something that Black Ops 1 captured fantastically, but more focused. Now, if it were to be Advanced Warfare 2, I definitely think we will be getting a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered next year to once again try and make up for some sales, because no doubt there's going to be a lot of things like what happened with Infinite Warfare, where there's going to be a massive cut in sales because not what the community wants to see, or the overall majority wants to see, or the classic fans, whatever you want to call it. There's just going to be a definite outroar that is not in the positive direction. So that would make up for a lot of sales. That would once again rekindle a lot of the bundles, a lot of the extra revenue coming in for Activision and all that. So it would be something that makes sense at that point, but it also could happen if Vietnam is there, and they could have a very strong showing for a year of Call of Duty. So I guess it really comes down to what you believe the next year will be, which developer will in fact end up making a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I think at this point, it's no question a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will happen rather than when it will happen. So that said, a short little recap here with this. Once again, I think Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will happen at some point in time. Additionally, same with Modern Warfare 3 Remastered, but it all comes down to the timetable and the question of when. And then also, it could be a biannual thing or an annual thing, once again to rekindle some sales that have been lost in recent years, but also it falls then to which developer would be doing it. So there are a couple that are up for contention, probably Raven being the most notable choice and the most obvious choice for this, but also studios like High Moon Studios potentially could do it. Beanox and Certain Affinity did fantastic jobs for their contributions with Modern Warfare Remastered, so it could potentially fall in their lap. So I guess it really all comes down to these variables, and I would love to hear your thoughts on all of them. Once again, there's a lot to consider, and definitely something that right now it's not set in stone, and I don't expect it to be for at least another couple of months. I honestly don't even expect it in April or May when the next game is revealed. I would expect it a little bit later on, a couple of months after that, perhaps. So it's something we have time to think about, and we won't know for certain until a little bit later on, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to be possible? Do you think it will happen this year and the next year? Who do you think will be developing it? And of course, the overarching question, do you want to see Modern Warfare 2 remastered here within the Call of Duty franchise? So that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything Modern Warfare Remastered, Infinite Warfare, and of course, more stuff going forward into the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nikolai Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.